Hello there. Let's look at the mood of the month for May. Now remember, Taurus started, the sun was in Taurus at the end of last month, and it's now full on in May. And Taurus is the first earth sign, so this is about practicalities, doing things. It's had the ideas and the spark from Aries, and now it's saying, let's do it. It's the first earth sign, so it's great at getting things started on that practical level. And it could be about health, work, building, anything at all. But it's a time of action right until the 21st when we move into Gemini. And then it goes back to chat again, talking about it, flirting. But first of all, Taurus, sun in Taurus, right till the 21st. However, do you remember we mentioned Mercury retrograde starting up on the 28th last month, and everything going backwards, miscommunications, things breaking down, all sorts of things going wrong. Now, it's not saying this is going to happen to you. This is why you're listening to me. I'm warning you to be prepared. Don't make your major speech to your mother about how she mistreated you when you were 6, not when Mercury is retrograde. If there's anybody that you're feeling frustrated with, please wait 3 weeks, plan how you're going to be, but don't actually do anything until it goes direct. It's a wonderful time for you to go internally to think about what you want to shift. This is where Mercury indirect is so good. It's the inner journey. It really supports you in that inner journey. What do you need to look at deep in yourself? What do you need to be honest with yourself about? It's so hard, that, isn't it? I know it really is. But this is the time to be honest, and this will help you make great strides in the next few months to come. It's a wonderful time for planning, for writing, for getting everything in place for the second half of the year. Leave no stone unturned. Might be a good time to communicate with others about needing help and being able to move forward through the support of others. And also, during this time, we also have 2 other planets, at least retrograde here, that I want to discuss with you. So why am I going on about this retrograde all the time? Well, it has quite a significance. And somebody once told me, it's like you're sitting on a train and you feel, you're in a station, but you feel you're going backwards when you're not. And it's to do with the way the planets spin round the sun. So it's an illusion quite often. So this is why you have to be really, really careful. Think on your feet and think laterally. So the one I want to talk about is Mars. That's retrograde all month. It's very simple, and I'm going to just keep it simple. Mars is energy, it's power. It's to do with the men in our life, or if you're a man, it's to do with how you handle people and things. Retrograde is about imploding, anger, pushing everything in. That is really not healthy, is it? So I want you to think of how you can let this frustration out, this anger, any negative emotion, either running, gardening, doing something really physical to release this energy and just be clear and clean and simple with the truth. Don't go off on one. You'll win the battle and lose the war. Very important for health, and it is very good for deciding about where you really want to put your energy over the next few months. Then the other one, we've got the learning planet Saturn retrograde all month. So retrograde, internal learning. There's a lot of emphasis on relationship with self this month, isn't there? So don't be afraid to look at yourself and learn from your experiences And even more importantly, don't forget what you've learned. And then we have, there's the new moon on the 6th in Taurus. So that is a day to indulge. Indulge in anything that makes you happy. Really enjoy that day. Make it as sensual as you can. And if you're on your own, well, then you don't have to think about anybody else. Do something that makes you feel special. And of course, the full moon, which is the fullness of emotions, on the 21st is in Sagittarius, and it's in by 1 degree. It's just arrived in Sagittarius, so it's right on the edge. So it's there for a purpose, a full moon in Sagittarius. So it's about travel, expansion of the mind. Be careful if you are traveling at that time. Full moon, full emotions. Make sure your planning is right down to the final dot. Really make sure of that. But it's also a wonderful time to travel, to see those you love, or to do something that you know you're going to love. It really, really is. So be kind, be gentle, but really don't be afraid of having an adventure. And that's how you should feel as we come to the end of the month. But keep in mind all those retrograde planets.